You do not know how many times I've tried to start this video off. But I just haven't been able to do it. I just haven't got the idea of how to do it. I don't know. Because I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I thought I knew what I was going to do, but I don't know what the hell I'm going to do now. So, yeah, that's useful. Anyway, welcome back to another... Okay, so, I don't know what I'm going to be doing today. I think I'll be doing some work on a cool new, system for things and public transport, naturally, because public transport is quite useful. But, yeah. Well, we shall see. Anyway, so, let's get to work. Okay, so I literally just had an idea for how I'm going to do this whole public transport thing. Which is good. I literally just had it though, so that's useful. But anyway, here's a new empty, and basically raise it up to 5. Okay, so I finally figured it out. It took my time, but I did finally figure it out. We'll accept that one. Okay, so now what we're going to do is set our time. I mean, Tossler has definitely gotten a bit of a facelift, hasn't it? Actually looks semi-decent now. Right, here we are. Sparrowhawk in its subpar engine plume. So I've given the Range Star's appearance a bit of an update. Because of what I'm planning to do with stations in the future. The original design just wouldn't work. Just wouldn't be compatible. Hey, we actually cleared it. Look at that. Contracts cleared. Reward 5,000. Nice. My system worked. My system worked first time. Yes. Woo. I'm overcome with joy. I'm overcome with joy. Nice. Nice. That was good. That was very nice. Okay, so before we continue, I need to show you something. So currently we're in the wireframe mode for this game. no, this is not actually a playable mode, this is just a mode in Unity. So this, in case you don't know, is Mars. Okay? So, this is currently using my current system for terrain subdivision. Now, how big do you think this tube is? At this point, it's about the size of an 8 quad on here. 8 triangles in a quad. So how big do you think it is? It's currently 100,000 meters in its diameter. So that's a quad of about 50,000 meters. So this is why we need extra subdivisions. The problem is, yeah. Okay, so to start the day off, I think I should probably finish off that contract system. So I'm just going to have a look. I think I can use instructors like that. Okay, right, so, yes, very good. Now, let's try that. So, yes, I'm going to be bloody pissed off. Oh, yes, oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to add is quite an important one. Yeah, we're gonna be making a generation system for okay, so I have managed to actually create a pretty decent. Oh, what's that? After some work, I actually managed to finally get this working, so that's good, as you can see. Okay, so I've just had a slight reworking of this whole system. 4 hours, I have a somewhat working system for this whole procedural. Yeah, let's do that instead. So that may work, hopefully. Well, aside from adding one singular sound effect, I didn't really do much beyond the whole procedural planet thing for the rest of the day, beyond fixing a few bugs with some things and stuff. So, yeah. Yes. Oh well, anyway, at least we got that done because that is important. Very important. Extremely important. Nay, really important, okay? There we go. There we go. That's the best way I can put it. That's the best way I can put it. My hair Looks ridiculous. Anyway. So I think that's it for day 2. Onwards to day number 3. Okay, so my main plan of action for today is basically just to work on the warp system, so it's a lot less cluttered in that thing as well, make it a bit more, easier to understand and easier to navigate through, which is currently, it's an absolute nightmare. Anyway, yeah, let's get to doing that, shall we? Yes. Okay, so my basic plan of action for how to declutter this is basically just remove a few things from the warp menu. The only things you'll actually be able to warp to are the warp hubs of planets and moons. Beyond that, you'll need to fly there yourself. What the hell was that code? Even I can do better code than that. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Four times 4. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes. Okay, next thing I need is basically to create a far more satisfying warp system. Okay, so at this point, we now have a working system for us. So we're going to return to layers, and you're just going to see this. we're out of warp. Brutal has left warp. Okay, so one thing which I do want to talk about is what exactly I want these planets to look like. Because, yeah, at this point, they're kind of boring. You can barely tell what the hell they're supposed to look like, and they just look horrible, but once we get in a specific system which will allow me to manually place terrain details, it will look a lot better. Until then, it looks horrible, but what do I want my planets to look like? Well, I'm going to use this as an excuse to play Minecraft 1.18, because it's just the coolest update to Minecraft so far and I just want to play on it. Minecraft recently announced the newest release date for the Caves and Cliffs Part 2 update. With the announcement, pre-releases came by to show us the full experience of 1.18. This update, while not adding new blocks or mobs, instead added a long-awaited overhaul to the entirety of the overworld, and it was magnificent. The update raised the world's limits, literally, and while the caves were the most hyped up part, I believe the new terrain generation, above ground, was what sold the update for me. The mountains feel giant, the terrain feels natural, and just look at this! It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in Minecraft terrain, just wow. But we're not Minecraft. We're a completely different game. So, what has this got to do with anything? A blockchain can't help us make decent planets. Or can it? Well, that's a challenging question. And I believe the answer is hell yes. Yes, 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 yes. Completely and utterly. Why is that? I don't know, but it just is, I suppose. I'll figure things out, I'm sure. Yes. Very good. Okay, so I've done a bit of work on the terrain scattering system. So now it should work quite a bit better, hopefully, if all goes to plan. So we're just gonna accelerate towards this cube here, because this cube signifies the location of where I've made the improvements. Oh yeah. That seems to be working. That's good. Okay, so now I've added a new part to our weather system. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So now we have some type of rainfall. Almost forgot. So the next thing I need to do now, after doing that, is pretty much so, in case you can't tell, not only am I putting off what's next for this project, but I'm also trying to figure out what the hell it is. I just cannot remember. I It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just don't remember it.
So we just...
Well, that's a problem for tomorrow, me. Onwards to day 4. Oh, damn it. Ow. Okay, right, well, anyway, my hair is about as consistent as that of a small lizard. Not consistent at all because... Okay, that was a horrible analogy. Anyway, so today I'm pretty much just going to make this game an actual game. Yeah. Today we're going to start transitioning from being just one small project to being an actual game that theoretically is playable and you can actually have dolls within the game. How are we going to do that? Well, it's really quite simple. Yeah, pretty much. We are going to make stonks, or more accurately, just the ability to trade between different planets, I suppose, and stuff like that. So now we need to get into the hard bit, which is implementing interstellar warp. Okay, so what was I doing again? Right, what was this? Whoa, that is cool. Okay, that's actually a pretty cool looking planet, I'm gonna be honest here. Okay, so here we are in orbit of one of my fancy new procedural planets. Now obviously there's about 2,000 tons of work to do. They're left over, but you know what, it's fine, because we now have planets. And that's very cool. Which is planets. I just spent an hour and a quarter on that. Anyway, so... Yes. Actually, I spent about 2 hours on that. Anyway, so... Yes. That's all I can say at the moment, because yes. Anyway, so the next thing we need to work on is stonks. More specifically, the stock market, actually just the market. We're gonna do trading. We're going to implement a basic trading system. Okay, so it's not completely working at the moment, but it is pretty much working in the basic sense. Ignore all the errors, they're completely unrelated to this system and are not caused by this whatsoever. We're just going to ignore that, so let's just give you a chance. So, if we press that, you can see it adds fuel and an amount of 1. It did take away credits from me, but we make trades, and as you can see, if we try to sell more water than we have, we cannot because we have no more water to sell. So let's just get 12. So you can see, it goes down, which is very useful. Well, I would call this week a pretty much very good success. Obviously there are a few other things which I need to sort out with the actual, trading system, but you know what? I'll deal with them another time. I cannot be bothered for now, so, yeah, we'll deal with that later on. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe. Yada yada yada. This glass is empty. There was one drop in it, so it's fine. Anyway, yes, so, goodbye. Roll the outro, come on, Jesus Christ.